From other continents, we tell you that at least 9 people were killed and more than 900 injured on Wednesday by a powerful earthquake in Taiwan that damaged dozens of buildings. Officials said the quake was the strongest to shake the island in decades and warned of more tremors in the days ahead. Wednesday's magnitude 7.4 quake hit just before 8 a.m. local time, with the United States Geological Survey putting the epicenter 18 kilometers south of Taiwan's Hualien city at depth of 34.8 kilometers. 3 people among a group of 7 on an early morning hike through the hills that surrounded the city were crushed to death by boulders loosened by the earthquake. Joining us now to give us a bit of more details is our international correspondent, Afua Hagan. Afua Hagan, so what is the latest from Taiwan?
Well, it's thought that there are about 130 people trapped after that earthquake, the biggest earthquake that Taiwan has seen for 25 years. In Taiwan, they measured it as 7.2 on the Richter scale. The US Geological Survey put it at 7.4, and Japan measured it at 7.7. So that gives you an idea of how huge it was. 9 died and 946 injured at the moment. So 137 people trapped. They are made up of 50 hotel staff who were traveling in minibuses. They're trapped in the minibuses, and the earthquake has downed mobile phone networks, so contact has been lost with them as well. Another 70 people are trapped in a mining area in northern central Taiwan, and 6 people trapped in a separate mining area southwest of the capital, Taipei. 11 people trapped on the Taiwan provincial highway, and 77 people who were trapped underground in Hualien County are presently being rescued. Now, aftershocks have caused 24 landslides and damage to 35 roads, bridges, and tunnels. And there was hundreds and hundreds of aftershocks, hours and hours after the earthquake took place.
So then how did the earthquake impact local areas around Taiwan?
Well, Hualien is a small city towards the east of Taiwan. It's quite remote. It's quite an indigenous area, if you will. For most of the history, it's actually been completely cut off from the rest of Taiwan. So this is where the epicenter of the earthquake was. But it was so strong that it was felt in Shanghai in China. That gives you another indication of how strong this earthquake was. So in Hualien, it's considered one of the natural wonders of the world in Asia. It's a very, very beautiful place. But it caused so much damage, as you can see, and it was so vicious, if you will, so strong, that it triggered tsunami warnings off the coast of Japan, in Okinawa, where residents were ordered to move away from coastal areas. And there was also flights delayed at Okinawa's main airport in the city of Naha. And then in the Philippines, in the south of Taiwan, they declared a tsunami alert for the northern part of their coastline. Now, those tsunami alerts are no longer in place, but people have been advised to look out for higher tides because they could be more dangerous. So as well as impacting Taiwan itself, in the city or in the area that it took place in, its effects are being felt far and wide in the region, with tsunami alerts issued in Japan and Philippines. Like I said, those have now been repealed, but warnings for high and strong tides are still in place.
So is there a possibility that this earthquake could impact the world economy?
Well, absolutely. I mean, Taiwan is a huge manufacturer on the global market. It manufactures lots of parts and lots of things like our iPhones, like trainers from brands like Nike. You know, lots of those things are manufactured in Taiwan. Now, if you have a situation where you have factories off grid, factories being damaged in this earthquake, then that could most definitely slow down production for things like Kindles that are made by Amazon, for video consoles made by Nintendo and Sega and Sony, as well as Apple. Like I said, they make semiconductors and parts of iPhones, and major suppliers for clothing brands, your Nike, your Adidas, and things like that. They make components as well as the actual things as well. So it could have quite a bad effect if you have factories that are damaged, that are offline because of this earthquake. You could see that impacting the manufacturing of the products that we know and love and use every single day, and could make them harder to get, and of course push up the costs.
Afua, again, thank you so much for the updates. Moving on now, the olive trees have played a crucial role in Israel's history for over 3,500 years.